I don't know what's up with that shit, but it just turned off on me. It cranks and everything, but when I try to turn the key, like I hear the fuel pump, I hear everything, like, you know, I don't know why it's not turning on. Like, I just hear like backfires every time I try to turn on the car, you know. It's like it cranks and then it goes poof, poof. So right now, once we get to the shop, I'm finna show y'all motherfuckers that, so y'all better be on that right now. I'm walking my ass to the shop. So this shit, we took out the fucking distributor cap. Everything looks fine though, it don't look fucking clap. Now we're currently gonna be taking off this cover, take off the motor rounds, so I can fucking check the timing, cause that's number one suspect right now, is the timing. Cause that shit is farting way too much. I already checked the distributor. Everything looks fine there, but yeah, we're about to see what's up with this shit. And in reality, all you need is a 19 and an extension to take off the motor mount and the jack for the cross member. But once this comes off, this cap, you can pull it off. It's getting hold it on by clips and tension. But once this comes off, and check the timing. Hopefully it's that. It cranks and everything, so it's like, I know the motor's not stuck. And I broke it loose. Let me just speed this shit out. There ain't nowhere I can fix it on my phone right here, cause I already tried to, but it's not gonna happen, bro. Unless I set it up and you like overheat, but I want y'all see this shit. I want to loosen this one first, and then I'm gonna get the tool for these, and I'll show y'all that right now. This is the same thing, but maybe just a smaller one, because this is too big for those bolts. But yep. And so on both these other ones, well, clearly, you know, it's gonna be a smaller nut. This one's a 14. You remove these, you want to make sure you remove these evenly. It makes the job way easier, you know. But sometimes you need an extension for this shit, because like you said, like, you know, it's not gonna be enough clearance, so let me go get an extension. Alright, now that we got the fucking extension, just take this off. Back to this bitch ass one right here. You see, like, I had already loosened it, but since I took these two off, this one got harder. I had already had this one loose. So on this nut, there's gonna be, I might have to use a wrench actually, but underneath this, it's gonna be a nut, and it should fit a 19. So once y'all put that on, y'all screw it on top right here, and it should come off loose, because in the bottom it's spinning. I don't know if y'all can see the nuts right there. Right here. Every time you try to loosen this bitch, is spinning. So that's the problem right now. I'll show y'all good right there, but I'm holding it underneath and it's already loose. I just have to take it with my hands off. But yeah, okay, that's a good angle. So right here's the mat to take this off. Be careful, because the nut will fall off on it. So it's like that. Tighten it back to the corresponding screw and put it in the bucket. To give y'all a brief demonstration, like, I'm taking the last bolt off, or the last two, and they're very, very hard to break loose. So you have to go under here, because we're about to remove it. You see where that little nut is right there where my finger's pointing? That's where you want to put the jack. Guys, so for me, once I take this off, I'm gonna remove the tire, so it's easier for me to access the belt that's in the bottom right there. See, clearly it's on the other side of my tire. So right now I'm gonna put, right now you want to lift up the car from the body right there. These cars aren't that heavy, so. But you want to put a jack stand right here, so you take that tire off, so the car is like that. And so we'll do that right now. once we get the jack stand, you want to put it on the same cross member or somewhere where maybe on the over there on the rocker. My rocker's rusted, so I can't rely on that. But yeah, I don't have to be leaving it like this. So you just loosen this up. The car tilts. We're gonna need this jack. We're gonna have to put a wooden block, and the oil pan, we're gonna have to lift up the oil pan. But you gotta make sure you put a wooden block on it, because if not, you're gonna crack your oil pan. Take off the rim. But here you can see that it's 205/45 by 17. A lot of people said it wouldn't look good on the Integra and that it was too big and this and that. This 17 by 9. I don't know the offset on it. I just got the rims, but pretty fucking badass. I really like them. So yeah. If someone says your rims don't fit, if someone says that 17s don't fit on Hondas, show them this one. I don't got no spacers, nothing like that. You can just straight put them on there. It should look something like that, just like the wooden block, like that. And then, yeah, it should be way easier to come off now. All right, guys. So for this middle bolt, the same thing happened. I had to hold the wrench in. You see, it's clearly, you know, this is about to come right off. I'm gonna loosen this up. Maybe I can do it with my hands. It should be able to. Oh, it's still spinning. So what I'm doing right now, since it's loose already, I can just hold the nut on my finger. So yeah. Let me show you. Take all these washers off. These are washers. After you raise the motor, you can clearly see that I dropped it again, so the jack's on the floor. You'd remove this nut, and this just slips off. You can see the bolt's still on there just a little tiny bit, so it's about to come loose. Should work now. Just do it. And mount should come off like that. Now you remove your engine mount. You know, I had to recently remake this piece because that's not good. Like I was saying, I had to remake that piece because my engine mount broke, so my engine was falling off. I also need to get the transmissions mount for this. It's all a work on progress, but yeah. Like I said, I wanna put a turbo on this bitch as well. I got it crashed, but I managed to pull out the crash as much as I could because this was all crunched up, but managed to fix that. Motor mounts out the way. Now it's time to fuck with the timing, and hopefully it's that. All right, guys, I went ahead and popped this shit off. I did it off camera, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't even know myself how I took it out, but you know, it kind of just goes in there. You kind of gotta put it a certain way so the edge is going first. It's way easier when you take off the cover, but I'm a fucking savage. I'm not gonna do that. Might actually repaint this as well. Maybe with black or red, who knows. Ignore the weather strip. It's all clipped up, but yeah. I got this exposed now. I need to take this nut right here. Okay, I'm on focus. There's one right here. Yeah, I can see that. And there should be this one right here. There's this one. I think so. That's connected to it. Yeah, it is. And then is there one right here? Yeah. But yeah, I'm take that off. I'm gonna take this cover off as well. So yeah, we're about to do that. I'll probably actually show y'all what the fuck I mean. But first of all, I forgot to mention, but you guys have to. It depends what car you have, right? But my reservoir was right behind that nut to take off the motor mount. So after that's taken off, we have to take off the timing bolt. We have to take this shit off, and then we have to unloosen the alternator bolt. I'm totally. Fortunately, my motor just took a fat ass shit. This is all supposed to be smooth. I ended up taking off, but he didn't head. No Integra. I'm on the lunch break right now, and I'm pretty sure you guys can tell that my fucking head is clapped, you know? I'm gonna have to replace it, but originally I was just gonna, you know, I didn't know what the fuck the problem was, but to be honest, like, I'm gonna have to split this shit up in like two parts, cause, you know, at the same time in the first video, I did show y'all how to change the motor mounts. Basically, you know, all you gotta do is put it back on the same way you took it off. But, you know, so the video is not too long. So, in the second part, I'm gonna show y'all where I took off the head and shit.
I don't give a fuck. Like, what? I'm supposed to, damn, like, I don't care, nigga. I don't give a fuck.